Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, the island map, and I'm going to show you how to hit level 100 basically instantly. Just so you can see, this is a level 1 character with 2.2 experience. There are 15 waypoints that I have in front of me, 16 if you have access to a grappling hook or a flyer, and this is literally going to boost your character to a crazy level right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and show you the run. It takes less than 10 or 15 minutes to do. It's kind of insane, and it's probably one of the most valuable things that people that speed run this game do. All right, so basically you're just going to make sure you pop them. There is no longer access to move speed, so you basically want to crank up your stamina for extra stuff. I mean, that's my opinion. It makes a big difference. I like to go about 200 stamina, and that seems to make a massive difference. So, but just follow my exact pathway, and you see, and again, on the bottom right here, you'll see the actual latitude, longitude, and it is moving. You'll just have to pause the video, but that's kind of where I'm going to try and show you the latitude, longitude every single time that I do this. You're going to start on that bottom right side over there on the map, and that can be accessed by West Point 2. And then once you hit that first one, you're kind of off to the races because you never want to stop, because there are lots of, in the early part of this, a lot of raptors, dilos, all kinds of stuff that'll take care of you really quickly. So we're going to go ahead and drop down here. Boom. There we go. Okay, notice we got some more XP. I'm going to put 250 this time. Just, you know what, I'm just going to crank that all the way up so we can just show you guys. You can do it whatever you want, but this is kind of that. So we've done that one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. There's your cords, and we're going to head towards our next waypoint. That waypoint 6 is the one up a mountain that you cannot access anymore. It used to be accessible. However, with the way that the Ark Survival Ascended was done, I think there's no way up. I've tested it. There's no quick way up, at least, so it's just a waste of time in my opinion. But again, we're 2 seconds in and we're already level 20, so for those of you that aren't doing it this way, yeah, you should change. Yeah, so I know it's kind of frustrating to see all these on screen, but hopefully you can follow this direct pathway, and if you want to like slow it down, that's how I would probably do it. Sometimes you'll even see one of those, and that's like free stuff right there. But see how I'm kind of just like cruising around. So you want to hit this outside first, and that seems to be the way to actually get this all done. I'm just going to crank my stamina all the way up. All right, so you'll pass by a whole bunch of stuff, and you're going to do quite a bit of running, but at the same time, I mean, you're basically trading 10 to 15 minutes tops in order to actually accomplish a 100 level character immediately right off the bat. So next waypoint, and I'll show you the cords as soon as we pop the Explorer note. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and head to the next waypoint, which is right around this corner right here. And again, make sure you look at that screen, because that's going to show you exactly where the cords are for everything. And I was like, where is it? I can't remember. It's a pop. That's why I couldn't remember. Okay, so there's an actual dossier. And let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about level-wise. So there's another 10 right there off the bat. So we are currently level 37. So we're heading towards the next one. You can follow this thing straight up to it, or you can just take a beeline towards it. But you can see like a little pathway that goes up here. Yep, but I mean, we haven't even, what are we at now? Like 3-4 minutes, and we're at level almost 40. Kind of not terrible. And this is on 1x, on official, on non-official. Official, I think you raise even more XP. But there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of move around this corner, around the outside of this. Accidentally leveled health there, didn't want to do that. We are now 41. Thank you. Really appreciate that game. You can see there's that down there. And then we've got this guy right over here. And then also, if you look in the bottom right of your screen, these are all boosts that you get. So if you kill anything or do anything in this time window, you're actually getting bonus XP while you do it. So that's kind of just how it works. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go straight this way. You cross that river, pretend nothing happened at all, and you got a couple more points right over here. So we're going up this little side right here. Once we get to this tree is what we're looking for. Once you see the tree, boom, right here on the other side of it is your Explorer note. And I just showed you the cords right there. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is 9. Again, pretty close. Careful, there's a little drop off right over here, so you just want to be careful of that. There it is. And then we're going to go ahead and go to 10. And then you've got 15 points. So sometimes with the new ASA, the structures and everything's changed. So I'm not used to going through it this way. But yeah, it's a pretty easy startup. And come on, buddy. Thank you. And it's hidden right here, Sabertooth.ca. And again, let's go ahead and check out our levels here. We've got another 7 to go. All right, waypoint 11. So we're going to go ahead and go left at that rock right there. And just so you can see the chords that I'm at in the map, this is where you're going. If you go the other way, it takes a lot longer to get to the actual side of it. But we're already at level 52, so we cannot complain about that. Come on now. We're almost there. So piranhas is pretty much the only dangerous thing to you when you go this way. But it's kind of not necessarily a bad thing, because once you get this point, we're going to move on to the next set and we'll be up at 70-ish. And then that's kind of when you can... That's when I would encourage you, once you hit 70, to go get a bird, because then there's a whole bunch of waypoints that you can actually hit. Now, if you haven't seen big lists of everything, these waypoints are great and all, and they work well in Ark, but I wouldn't go more than like 15-ish waypoints, because if you go too far with your waypoints, then you're just wasting time trying to maximize time. All right, so waypoint 11, right around this corner right here. Boop. All right, so now we've got that. Our point is to fight a Dilo. We do not want to survive this encounter, so it's not a bad thing that he's taking us out. Come on, buddy. You gotta be better than this. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So once you've done that, you're kind of going to move on to the next step. And so you see how we've gone over this section. We've gotten all those. We're going to go ahead and spawn right there. And then we're going to go towards 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now that we've done this part, oh man, it didn't spawn me anywhere near where I want to be. Not at all. All right, but we are at level 55, so that's fun. It won't always spawn you super close, but you can just head towards it, and you can see me on the mini-map right now. See how I've got to get to the other island, the other side of this? That's kind of the other way to go about it. So I'm just going to fast forward until I've run up to that area. All right, so waypoint 13. Here are your chords, just so you can see it. 80, 79.8. And then we're going to go ahead and head to 15, then 14, then 12. All right, and just over this corner is 15. Boom. And then we're going to go around this corner to get to 14. And again, the amount of time that you're saving, right? Because the total length you'll be able to get this done in is, there's 17 right there. I accidentally just found an additional one. I forgot to mark that on the map. Oh well. But you saw that chord right there on the bottom of your screen. Free points, right? We take free points. And then we're almost to 14 right here. And then 12 is right around this corner. We want to try and get out of this area if we can. There we go. And head towards 12. So the entire length, if you were to survive the entire thing and not make some of the mistakes that I did, I've done this in less than 10 minutes. But I would say more reasonably, you can do it in about 15 minutes. And it's really not that bad. It's the easiest way to power level. This cliff can be a little bit dangerous. You just have to find a safe way down, which is usually doable pretty quickly and easily. You just have to find like a little spike like I'm looking at right now. There we go. Go all old school with it. Use the old school Ark stuff that you're good with. And boom. Stego. So, all in all, I haven't even done a full real run of the island, and there's level 66. So, level 66, now that you've got 2,818 seconds of leveling up, the best thing you can do is start killing a few things and doing some of the crafting, because now you've got everything that you need for base engrams, all that across the board. And then once you get all this done, I would probably just get on a Pteranodon and use some of the ones on the northern shores. So level 75, or I guess level 66 is achievable basically immediately. And hopefully this video helps you out. Other than that, hopefully you don't mind leaving a like, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. But 15 minutes, 66 levels, no problem at all. And this is on 1x with no bonuses. So hope this video helps you out. Teach out.